Sold your own child too?
Yes.
Where is the child now?
How much did you sell your child?
It's only 350. They can't give him 290.
How much did he give you?
You know, give me 5 naira.
So where's your child now?
I don't know where she is now. I don't know whether it's charm, using charm for me. Anytime that send me, so yeah, go, I will go.
This business, to say the truth, I'm not doing it before. Now that last year, because of condition, I will take the do and not be say I dey do this thing before. So we now carry my wife baby, give them. Before we carry my own, give them. Because they say they want train now. But later now, we can't take another people own, join now.
How much have you sold your own baby and the rest?
My own, they give us 200,000, say because say they want train now. This one na 450. No, I said this one na 450, sir.
A Reverend father, alongside several other suspects, have been arrested in connection with the abduction and illegal sale of an 18-month-old baby boy in Osogbo, Osun State. That was the chilling headline carried by several reputable Nigerian news outlets in the first quarter of 2018. But how did a respected clergyman known for faith, service, and moral guidance become linked to a child trafficking network? As the investigation unfolded, it exposed a disturbing chain of deception, betrayal, and exploitation. A case that revealed how far some individuals are willing to go in the pursuit of quick wealth and abandoning conscience, compassion, and lawful means. Stay with me as I uncover the shocking layers behind this case, a story that not only unsettles but forces us to confront the depth of human cruelty. Reverend Father Chike Ejiofor was the parish priest of Our Lady of Fatima Catholic Church, Waliwo, Onitsha, Anambra State. In this role, he was widely respected for diligently carrying out his religious duties, offering guidelines to his parishioners, and providing assistance whenever needed. His reputation as a man of faith made him a trusted figure for those seeking help. It was on this foundation of trust that Mrs. Elizabeth, a widowed parishioner with 7 grown daughters, approached him. With her husband deceased, her age advanced, and all odds stacked against her, she confided in the Reverend Father seeking a legal way to adopt a male child. For her, this was more than a desire. It was a deeply personal hope, and she believed the priest could help make this a reality. Reverend Father Ejiofor, experienced in guiding parishioners through such matters, contacted Maxwell Agu, whom he believed was running a government-registered orphanage in Orlu, Imo State. The request was straightforward: help secure a male child for Mrs. Elizabeth at the time. He told the Reverend Father to wait, a delay that, whether intentionally or not, gave Maxwell Agu the window to source a child to satisfy the request. Maxwell Agu then contacted Sidney Onwuka, a 28-year-old man who had reportedly made stealing and selling children his permanent livelihood. Over time, Onwuka was said to have developed multiple tactics and methods to carry out his illicit activities with precision and efficiency. Faced with the urgent need to supply a male infant, Sidney Onwuka had no immediate victim in mind, but determined to execute the request, he quickly devised a plan. He sent his girlfriend Joy Esu, also 28 years at the time, to survey the neighborhoods in Osun State for homes with children aged between 1 and 3 years, the same age range requested by Mrs. Elizabeth. During this reconnaissance survey, Joy Esu identified the home of Abdullahi Azeez, an 18-month-old boy who perfectly matched the description sought by the syndicate. But there was a problem. Neither Joy nor Sidney had any connection to the family, but they needed a way to remove the child without arousing suspicion. To carry out the plan, Sidney instructed his girlfriend Joy to approach the boy's mother, a fashion designer who ran a shop in Osogbo, Osun State, and pretend she wants to learn tailoring. Joy followed these instructions carefully. The unsuspecting mother welcomed her into the shop, unaware that this seemingly innocent apprentice would soon bring unimaginable pain and anguish into her life. 2 days into the apprenticeship, the unthinkable happened. On that fateful Sunday evening of February 18, 2018, Abdullahi Azeez's mother stepped out briefly to buy an item at a nearby shopping complex, leaving only Joy and her 18-month-old baby at the shop. Joy Esu, delighted and happy, quickly seized the opportunity. She took the 18-month-old boy and disappeared into the crowded streets of Osogbo, setting in motion a chain of events that will shock the nation, draw in multiple accomplices, and eventually implicate even a respectable Reverend Father in a scandal of child trafficking. The moment Abdullahi Azeez's mother realized her 18-month-old son was missing, like every mother, she became immediately devastated and worried. She had trusted the young apprentice in her shop Unaware that her act of kindness had opened the door to something far more sinister. Distressed and desperate, she reported the abduction to the Osun State Police Command, setting in motion a careful and determined investigation. Police detectives began retracing the child's last known movement. They quickly identified Joy Esu, the woman who had been posing as a tailoring apprentice, and arrested her. During interrogation, the identity of Sidney Onwuka, Joy's boyfriend, who had taken custody of the child immediately after death, was discovered. As the investigation intensified, officers discovered that the baby had been transported out of Osun State to Imo State and was in custody of Maxwell Agu, who claimed to operate a legitimate government-registered orphanage. However, police careful scrutiny and detailed investigation exposed the truth. Agu and his orphanage home has been complicit in time past of multiple illegal sales of children. The web of crime also engulfed Reverend Father Chike Ejiofor, the parish priest, who had unknowingly facilitated the adoption request of Mrs. Elizabeth. Though his involvement was meant to be purely out of compassion, the chain of events had entangled him in the criminal operation. Through a combination of confessions, surveillance, and coordinated police operations, the authorities moved swiftly and arrested Sidney Onwuka, Maxwell Agu, and also invited the Reverend Father for questioning. What began as a desperate mother reporting a missing child had ultimately unraveled an entire baby trafficking network, exposing the dark intersection of greed, manipulation, and human cruelty. As the entire public awaits court proceedings, we can only hope that the full wrath of the law will take its effect on the suspect if found guilty. For now, all suspects mentioned in this case are innocent until otherwise proven guilty in the court of law.
It's also important to let you know the kind of wickedness perpetrated by these culprits, even in the course of transporting that little child. The child was drugged so that he won't be able to make any noise, he won't be able to cry to the extent of attracting people. So they had to drug him, and the drug knocked the boy, the child, out for hours.
I want to do adoption. Can you help me? Then he do like this. He said, okay, Madam, I will help you by the grace of God. I said, thank you, Father, I'm grateful.
I was shocked. Since that Wednesday, I'm still under shock, knowing fully well the level I have reached in the priesthood. This is my 32 years. I gave myself to God in the ministry, and 20 years of my ordination. Look at how I crashed. I'm still under shock.
There is a procedures of adoption and which I didn't go through that procedures. There is legal procedures of adoption, and I was fully sympathized with what they told me. I couldn't go through that procedures.
I will change. Before I'm doing job, I will change. Even myself, sometimes I'm feeling headache. I don't know what is coming over me. Sometimes where all those policemen they talk to me, I'll just reason.